Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Danni RaeArranged YouTube channel. Welcome if you are new. Thank you so much for being here with me today. This may come as a shock. It's like, whoa, what a shock. You're good. Are you ready to be shocked? I'm confused. Shocking, right? I am confused on what I want to do in today's video. Not sure where to start, where to begin, what I should be doing. I know, it's a shock. I usually have it so put together. I usually know exactly what I'm doing. I know. I know, it shocks me too. So today's video, we're just gonna go with it. I have no idea if I'm going to add this into the series. I may. We may just take a little bit of a break, like a 1 video break from the series, because I've noticed that I've been a little frazzled lately because there's just, it's just so much, it's a lot. And it's a lot. So I think I'm just gonna slow it down a little bit. My arm hurts. It's a heavy camera. So I'm thinking, because I do have to get to the mudroom eventually, I'm not gonna do that in today's video, but I do have to get that done soon. I think today I'm gonna work on the 4th season, which is this room, really doesn't have a lot to declutter and organize. I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a little later on in the video. But I think I'm gonna work on this room, and I'm also going to work on my Monica's closet. So I think those are the only 2 areas, not room. Well, this is a room, but I'm not gonna do, I don't know, it's confusing. I'm confused. It's shocking, So I really do need to do some cleaning. I really need to clean. And I know that I said after the series, we're gonna do a whole house deep clean. That will happen. We will be doing a whole house deep clean, but today it's really just picking up, doing the daily cleaning. I'm not gonna, So yeah, we're just gonna do some daily cleaning, some cleaning motivation for you, and then we're gonna keep going with the decluttering and the organizing. We can't stop. We have to continue. We have to keep going. Okay, let's get going. Oh yeah. I feel like I'm all over the place in this video. I am literally all over the place, more than usual. I think that's because
we're at the end of round 1 of decluttering and organizing. The majority of the house has been decluttered and organized, at least round 1. There really isn't a whole lot left around the house. Now, there are some areas that we're going to have to get to. The garage is going to be a massive project, and the majority of the garage is Ian's stuff. Tools, there's a vehicle in there that needs to get out of there, scrap metal and woods, snow blowers, lawnmowers, stuff like that. It's the majority of what's in the garage is Ian's. So Ian is going to have to go in there and kind of figure out what he wants to do with everything. But I'm thinking it's probably going to be end of September, early October when we go through the garage, just because I don't want to do it during the summertime. I want to do it when it starts to get a little bit cooler out. So it's going to be fall time when we go through the garage. But besides the garage, the only other area that really needs to be deep cleaned, well, it does need to be deep cleaned, decluttered and organized is the mudroom. The mudroom is looking rough, really rough. Not as bad as the last time I decluttered and organized it, but it's looking rough. But the basement, there really isn't a whole lot in the basement other than laundry room items, holiday and seasonal decor. It's a kind of a game room, but the majority of what's down there is holiday and seasonal decor. And I was going to go season to season, holiday to holiday, going through the decor. But because fall is right around the corner, I really want to go through all of the fall seasonal decor. I figured while I was going through the fall decor, I'm just going to go through all of it. So that's going to be a future video. We're going to go through all of that decor, but really the basement isn't that bad. So the majority of the house is pretty much completed as far as round 1 goes. Now, the 4 season I was going to add in today's video. I did finish the 4 season. I did film that. There really wasn't a whole lot to be done in the 4 season. There was really just one large cabinet that was holding a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. So I'm going to add that footage in the next video. But the next video, I really want to start to deep clean. I want to start doing the detailed deep clean of the entire house. There's so many other projects that I want to start working on. So I am going to call this video the last video of the series, which is really sad because the series has been so much fun. I think we did a really good job with round 1 on the house, but there is still so much more to be done. So in today's video, we're a little bit all over the place, that's about right from any other day. The kitchen was the worst area out of the house, so I wanted to clean the kitchen. We're also going to declutter and organize my Monica's closet, which is also known as the entryway closet. I'm going to talk a lot more about the entryway closet in a little bit, but a couple of things that I wanted to mention with the kitchen. You're going to see me use 7th generation. It's the dishwasher liquid or dishwasher detergent, however you want to call it. I don't think that it's because of this specific brand that it's not doing well with my dishwasher. It seems like any liquid detergent for the dishwasher doesn't do well with this dishwasher. It seems like only pods do well with this dishwasher. It could be because the dishwasher is 100 years old. But I don't think it's because of this brand. I think it's just because it's liquid. But I didn't want to waste it, so I've been using it to clean my kitchen sinks. It does a good job. It's not bad. I normally use dish soap and baking soda to clean my sink. And sometimes I'll use dish soap, baking soda, and vinegar to deep clean my kitchen sinks. But that's why I'm using this liquid dish soap to clean the sinks. But I also got this new rubber silicone scrubber thing. Having a hard time calling things what they actually are. Anyway, that scrubber thing is from Dollar Tree, and I really like it. I really love that it doesn't hold any bacteria. It's easy to clean, and it does a good job scrubbing the sinks.
One step forward and another back, I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad, girl, when you look like that. Closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you, yeah. Got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair, girl, when you're looking like that. Closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you, yeah. Got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Damn, girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I can never resist it. Ooh, smiling like that, I can never resist it. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I can never resist it. I need you, baby. I need you, baby. Oh. I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in.
For the longest time, I swear, I thought that song that you just heard, I thought he was saying, smelling like that, I could never resist you. And I thought, well, that's different. I didn't understand it. Oh, then I started listening closer and I realized he's saying, smiling like that, I could never resist you, or something like that. It's not smelling, it's smiling. What is wrong with me? Like, seriously, what is... I don't understand myself sometimes, a lot of the times, most of the time. I just thought that was funny. I was literally crying. I was laughing so hard when I finally figured out the actual words to the song. Anywho, I just thought I would share that piece of information. Where was I? Smelling like that, I could never resist you. Okay. Okay, seriously, back to the video. Where am I? Don't know. I'm lost and confused, and that makes sense. So I wanted to show you this drying rack, which you're going to see me struggle a little bit with, just a little bit, because I was trying to collapse it one-handed. But so I apologize about the camera work there. But I really love this drying rack, and I went without a drying rack for a while. I try not to use my dishwasher as much as possible. I've spoken about this so many times in the past, but I don't think our filter in our dishwasher has ever been cleaned, and that bothers me. So, and in order to get to the filter, you literally have to rip apart the dishwasher. So I've just been hand washing my dishes as much as possible. But for the longest time, I would get my drying racks from Dollar Tree. And the problem is because I'm using the drying rack so much and I'm putting too much on it, it kept breaking on me. And I think I had gotten a couple of drying racks from Dollar Tree and I was going to pick up another one. And I thought, why am I going to pick up another drying rack when I'm going to break it again? So I wanted to get a good drying rack and I found this one off of Amazon. Again, it's a bamboo drying rack. I'll link it in the description box below. I really, really like it. So I also wanted to show you some new dishware that I got. So in the first video of the series, which is the kitchen, I was talking about how the dishware doesn't match. And I narrowed it down to matching dishware the best that I could, but I noticed that a lot of the dishware was chipped. And I wanted to figure something else out. So I ended up getting rid of all of the dishware, and I found these dishes off of Amazon as well. I will link them in the description box below, but I do want to warn you that these dishes stain and scratch very easily. So Ian used one of the cups for coffee, and there's a coffee stain at the bottom of the cup. I cannot get it up. I cannot get it off. I've tried everything. The cups do stain very easily, and the dishware scratches very easily. The reason why I got these is because A, I really like how they looked, and B, they're very, very durable. They're supposed to be non-breakable. At least I think they are. But they're very durable, and I do like them. I like the look. I like the shape. I'm more than positive they're also eco-friendly. I'll double check on that though. But I really like them. The only problem is that they do stain and scratch very easily. So I probably wouldn't get these specific ones again, but I am going to just continue to use them because I have them, and I'm not going to get anything fancy. I don't buy things that are super expensive because they just get ruined anyway. But anyway, I do like them, but that is one of the biggest downfalls, is that they do scratch and stain easily. I forgot to go through this trunk in the last video, and there's a bunch of table runners in there. Inside joke. I'll explain later.
Why am I always finding wood sticks everywhere? What do you think? I was thinking like the next time we went out to like a fancy restaurant. What do you think? Is it nice? No? You don't like it? Really? Okay. Well, how about it's a very nice buffalo check scarf. We go out to some fancy restaurant, night out in the town, wearing this fabulous thing. What's wrong with this?
What is it? It looks like a
what is it?
like one of those things you tuck in your shirt when you're eating.
A bib?
Bib, yeah. That's what it looks like.
It looks like a bib?
Yeah.
Wow. It serves a dual purpose. It's a table runner and a scarf.
And a scarf?
I mean, nice neck. Take me out for a steak and potato dinner.
Yeah, steak and potatoes.
Wearing my buffalo check table runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you don't even have to use the
bib. See, now you're thinking. You don't even need to use a bib. You just go like this.
There you go.
Oh,
you
all
do
done.
For me too?
Oh, yep. Stuffed. Or we could go to a really nice fancy restaurant. I could just take this right off, put it right on the table, and we just made ourselves our own dining room set.
Or we could have a picnic going on.
Ian, you are just coming up with the most genius ideas. We could, if I wore this out, we could go anywhere in the forest and make ourselves a nice picnic.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you haven't seen the last video explains why I'm wearing a bunch of table runners as scarves in today's video. Long story short, I thought a buffalo check table runner that I donated was a scarf. That is something that I would do. Walk out of the house wearing a table runner as a scarf. And it cuts right into a voiceover. Scary music. Dun dun dun. Voiceover. Oh, yes, there is something wrong with me. We are going to declutter and organize this closet. I call this my Monica's closet. It is the entryway closet, and it's awful. It's always awful. I honestly have tried in the past to try to make this as functional as possible. I honestly, I'm out of ideas. I don't know what to do. It's right on top of the stairs. So there's a slant at the bottom of the closet, which makes it very difficult to store anything at the bottom of the closet because you only have this little floor space to store anything. So it's very unfunctional, non-functional. I really cannot use my words today. But it's not functional. There we go. And it's also really aesthetically, it's not pleasing at all. It's not an appealing closet. So it's not appealing. It's not functional. Therefore, it becomes the dumping ground of all things. And this is very similar to my mudroom. Any area around my house that is not functional or isn't aesthetically pleasing, it just is the place. It's the places that become the dumping ground. One of the reasons why I want to transform the mudroom is so the mudroom stops becoming a dumping ground. What's odd is that I can figure out what to do with the mudroom, and that's a much larger area, but I am stumped on the closet. I just can't figure out what to do.
Aha, found it. The other shoe. The other one, I couldn't donate it because I couldn't find the other one. Found it. These are going.
So basically what I'm doing with the closet here is just removing everything out of the closet. This is very similar to what I've been doing throughout the house when I'm decluttering and organizing any area or room. I'm trying to pull out as much as I can all out at once just to get, especially with closets or cabinets in small spaces. With larger areas, I've said this before where I wouldn't ideally pull everything out of one room, but for video purposes and the fact that I'm impatient and I can handle it. But normally I wouldn't pull everything out of, like, example, the kitchen or the living room or dining room, but I have been. And again, I've said this in almost every single video. If pulling everything out is going to be overwhelming, please don't pull everything out. Just start small. But with closets or cabinets, smaller spaces, smaller areas, then I have in the past, many times in the past, pulled everything out because it's a smaller space. So that's exactly what I'm doing, is just pulling everything out, trying to keep like items together, such as keeping shoes grouped together, hats and mittens grouped together, coats grouped together, and then finding any miscellaneous items and trying to keep those on the entryway table. And you're going to see me trying to go through each category the best that I can. And sometimes you'll probably notice me, a lot of the times I start to get scattered. And that's one of the reasons why I don't like to pull everything out at once. I think with smaller areas, it's a little easier to manage, but especially with larger areas like whole rooms, when I pull everything out, there are times where I tend to, even though I've grouped like items together, I'll start going all over the place. And one of the things that I recommend doing that I don't always do, I forget to do this, is if you are going to pull everything out, group everything together, but start at one area of the room. And kind of work your way around versus going all over the place. And I started to do that, where I was going through the miscellaneous stuff, the hats, the mittens, the coats, and just kind of bouncing all over the place. But I ultimately ended up to the last category, which was shoes. So even though I was bouncing around everywhere, I did ultimately end up going through everything and purging everything that I ended up purging. And I got through the decluttering and organizing process with this closet. But one of the other things that I would recommend doing too is, not just starting in one section, but also maybe starting with the largest category and getting that out of the way. I probably should have started with shoes first, but the reason I didn't is because there were so many things on top of the shoes. There were mittens and hats and coats on the shoes. So I really wanted to go through all of that stuff first. And then I ended up working with the shoes. But once I subdivided everything, I probably should have started with shoes because that's what I had the most of.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you.
Okay, so right here, I kept debating on them. I put them in the get rid of pile before, took them back out. I haven't worn these. And honestly, now looking at them, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. But these are going. And I haven't worn them and I can't even tell you how long. And these, I think I wore one time. And I actually had another pair just like these that were black, and I got rid of those ones, but I kept these, and they're not comfortable, and I don't even remember the last time I wore these anywhere. So I mean, you can see they're pretty, I mean, they're a little worn, but they're pretty new. I kept taking them out of the get rid of pile because I think they're cute. So that's the only reason why I'm keeping them, but I don't ever wear them. So these are going, and so are these. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, shoes. Can we see you now?
There, yeah.
Okay. You look so handsome.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm thrown off because you're here.
Which one?
Whatever one you're comfortable with, Ian. It looks great backwards or forwards.
You can't put this in your video.
Why?
Because.
Okay. I am. We've only tried doing this like how many times?
All right.
Okay. A lot of you have mentioned about this hutch here, and I know that a lot of you have commented and said, knock it out. Could not agree with you more, 1000%. So when we first moved into this house, there was 2 things that we wanted to get done right. Well, I should say 3, because we wanted to get the basement done, which is going to be a whole other, that's going to be a lot of time and money. Where did I leave off? Sorry, my parents just dropped off the kids. They were swimming earlier with my parents. My parents grabbed the kids to go swimming. So like I was saying, I don't remember. We of course wanted to finish the basement. That's gonna be a while. But the 2 things that we wanted to get done right away, which we still haven't, is we wanted to remove this wall, this hutch, and just completely knock it down, have this whole area open. And I think our thought process was, if we were gonna do that at the same time, we were going to redo the kitchen. Well, I don't want to say redo the kitchen, but like give the kitchen a really good makeover.
We were looking to reface everything.
Yeah,
all the kitchen cabinetry and paint.
Right, but
stain.
I think if we remove this wall, then we would have to move some stuff around. We would basically have to. I would like to, if we were going to remove this wall, I would like to also work on the kitchen too, because everything in the kitchen is brown.
Yeah, I know.
The backsplash is brown, the cabinets are brown, the countertops are brown, the floor is brown, even my sink is brown. It's all brown.
The worst part about it is that these cabinets right here are all custom made cabinets.
Yeah, and here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with an all brown kitchen. If that's what you're into, that's totally fine. It's just not my style. It's not something that ideally I would want my kitchen to look like. And I think our thought process was that we would remove this wall and then start working on the kitchen. So I wanted to just like briefly talk about that, and also kind of talk about some of the plans that we've originally have always wanted to do since being here. It's just time and money.
Yeah. It really is. I mean, and just the price of everything is just really expensive right now.
It's very expensive. But yeah, wouldn't that...
What were you thinking though? Like, we keep this and just remove like this wall?
So we know it's not a load-bearing wall, which is nice. Like, that's awesome.
Because I was thinking if we did that, we would have to take, you know, that big cabinet that's right over here?
Yep.
We'd have to remove that and slide the fridge over there.
Which I'm gonna talk about that in just a second too, that long cabinet. But another thing that we were thinking about doing, I'm gonna move you over here.
All right.
I meant
Where
the
we going?
camp.
Oh.
but that's fine too.
Right.
You can move.
I don't know where you're going.
Don't mind the ring light, or our confusion. So we were thinking also about completely removing this wall, knocking this wall completely out. But I know, it's a load-bearing wall. Yeah. So that, I ideally would love to get rid of this, but we can't. So I'm gonna actually show them through the kitchen here really quick too.
I'm wondering if like you couldn't, since, you know what I mean, keep this and just tear the sheetrock off, and then like you could
brick it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool. I don't know how. I don't know if
you
could do that, but
that's something you could do or not. But
if you go over here, because I'm gonna mention this really quickly. So I've gotten a lot of comments on this cabinet right here, and a lot of you have said that this is the pantry. That's apparently the pantry, which...
Yeah, I guess technically it is.
I honestly didn't know that. So when I was moving the cleaners in here, I actually was thinking this would make a good pantry. The problem is that I took the cleaners from out underneath the sink because that's where I want to put a little garbage and recycling bin. So I didn't know where else to put the cleaners. I don't know where else to put them. I guess I could put them up there. I don't know. We got a lot of rearranging to think. I have a lot of rethinking on this kitchen, like how I want it done, how I want it organized, what I want to do with it. But ideally, we would like...
You want this whole thing open?
Yeah, and I hate this mirror. I hate this mirror.
So if you just went right here...
I don't know. There's also an outlet down in here. There's a lot of wiring through here.
Yeah, I know.
But they put the mirror here because the refrigerator is in front of it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that this hutch and the cabinets, all of these cabinets are so outdated. Like the cabinets, the countertop, the flooring. That's, what is this? That's wainscoting?
Yeah, I think so.
It's all outdated. So bottom line is,
brown too.
Yeah, it is. I mean, look at, even the sink is brown.
It is.
It's all brown, which again is fine. It's just not. It's not my style.
What would you want in here? Would you want like to continue this?
You know what I wish we would have done, Ian?
Like stone, kind of like that stone look.
You want to know what I wish I would have done? Is when we put this flooring in, because we put this flooring in, I wish I would have told him to do the kitchen too, and I didn't.
I wonder if I can, because we still got that. I wonder if we have the box.
Well, we do have some, but remember we were going to use it for the bathroom.
I got enough to do the bathroom.
Can they see me okay?
I think so.
So that's briefly what we were thinking for the kitchen. We do have plans for the basement and the kitchen. It's just, it's time, it's money. And if, like I said, if we were gonna rip out the hutch, which we would love to do, because a lot of the areas in this house are outdated and they need to be updated. And I'm gonna talk about some of the stuff in the Four Seasons. That's the newest addition. That's the newest area on the house that was built in like 2000. And there's things in there that need to be updated too. So we have a lot of plans. We're gonna start working on the mudroom though.
Yes.
Because that's gonna be
your new office.
My new office.
All right.
Yay. All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think we're good, right?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Thanks for being on here.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
High five.
He'll be back. We'll have him back on. I'll start over here. I had to keep the shoe organizer because this closet is so not functional. It's awful. And it is because of the staircase. But it's an awful, awful closet. It's awful. I hate it. I hate it so much. But I think I got this shoe organizer from Amazon. I'm pretty positive. But I just kept Ian and I's shoes. We still have too many shoes. We're gonna have to do another declutter soon. But for right now, I'm just keeping ours right there because we do have more shoes in the closet, which I'm gonna show you. But Zoe and Lucas also have more shoes as well. So there's a little bit of space in the cubbies that I've made. There's, I think, 2 pairs of Lucas's and Zoe's in the vehicles. So there's more shoes for them. But this is what the closet looks like. So I'm just gonna show you what it looks like really quick, and then I'm going to explain it. It's a lot better. It's a much better improvement, but I don't know what to do in regards to that. Like I don't know what to do. But starting up here, so in this bin, this is Ian's bin. It has his hats, his ball caps, and his gloves. So that's in there. And then this bucket, this bucket, this blanket, and then all of the hats and mittens right here and right here. All of that stuff will be going into the vehicles. So that's all winter stuff. So that's not gonna stay there. It's not gonna look like that. Those are our extra winter gear for the vehicles. This is Lucas's cubby. His snow pants are in there. Zoe's is right here. This is where her snow pants will be. And then their hats and mittens will also go into each cubby. So Lucas's, Zoe's. Then I have extra shoes for Ian, extra shoes for me. Ian also has more shoes right here. There's nowhere else to really place them. And then Lucas's shoes, and then at the very bottom, Zoe's shoes. And again, they have more shoes that I gotta put in there. And then these are the only gloves and mittens that I'm keeping. Each, Zoe has 2 and Lucas has 2. So there's 4 pairs of mittens that were in really great condition. They're heavy duty. I wanted to keep them. Those are in there, and eventually, like I said, they'll go in there. And then this locker bin back there is holding Mia and Cleo's like leashes and nail clippers. That's like the animal bin. And then some of Ian's work stuff. I think there's just one like thing in there for work. It's like a mask or something. But yeah, I just put it there because I don't know how else to organize this. And then I have one more winter jacket downstairs that has to be dry cleaned. And then Lucas has 2 sports jackets in his closet. And then minus the raincoats that are hanging up on the wall. These are all of the coats. There are a lot of coats because we have 4 seasons. So we have winter coats, so Ian's winter and fall, spring coats are there. Then my coats are kind of in the middle, and then Lucas's coats and Zoe's coats. So there are a lot just because of the seasons, but this is the closet. It's a big improvement. There's still a lot more work to be done. Hi, buddy. Where's your sister? We are babysitting my father-in-law's cats. So Buddy and his sister Lucy are not our cats, but we are their babysitters and we love them. So, what was I gonna say? There we go. That is it for today's video, everyone. I think I'm gonna make this the last video of the series. We've gone through round 1 of decluttering the whole house. The house is pretty much done. I mean, it's nowhere near done. We still have a ton more stuff to do. But as far as the series, I think this will be the last video. So there's so much that's coming to this channel. I have makeovers, home makeovers that I want to do to the house. The mudroom is one of them. The mudroom, like I said, is going to be a project in itself because we have to declutter, organize, clean the mudroom, and then we're giving the mudroom a makeover. I have just makeovers all throughout the house that I want to make. We have fall coming right around the corner, meaning that I'm going to have to start going through all of the holiday and seasonal decor. I'm also going to have to figure out how I want to decorate now that it's going to be much more minimal. There will always be decluttering and organizing and cleaning on the channel. I will always throw in funny mom videos. It'll be never ending. And minimalism is something that's going to be the focal point of my channel now. I'm actually changing some things on the channel itself, because the focal point, the bulk of the content is going to be minimalism. And it's me starting minimalism from the beginning. This is what this is. This is what this series was. This series was the beginning, just scratching the surface of the beginning of minimalism for me. Now we continue with the journey, and we're going to continue with minimalism, and that's going to be the bulk and the focal point of my channel is minimalism, and I'm loving it. I cannot tell you how much I'm loving it. So I really hope that you join me through this journey. I'm so happy that you are here with me. Again, this is so new to me. This series was just the beginning. This is so new. So it's almost watching someone literally start minimalism from the beginning and just seeing what happens. And I'm going to talk about all the things that I'm learning and all of my experiences with minimalism. So I hope that the channel will always be chatty. I will always have a lot of talking. I will always have a lot of funny moments. I am a ridiculous hot mess. So hopefully I can make minimalism a little bit funny and fun. I hope to throw in a little bit more, how do I want to say this? I feel like sometimes when you think of minimalism, you think boring or cold. My house will be far from boring or cold, but I'm going to make it to where it is very minimal, but it'll also be a lot of fun, and it should be interesting because decorating is something that I love to do. Decorating will always be something that I enjoy. I won't ever stop decorating, but I also will be much more selective and intentional when it comes to my decor, and it will be minimal, that's for sure. So yeah, just a lot of stuff. So what's coming up next? Well, we're gonna do a whole house detailed deep clean. I'm gonna show you my list on the community post later this week. Everything that we're gonna be deep cleaning. It may be a couple of videos long. And we are gonna do a house tour, and then we are gonna start working on the mudroom. Then we are gonna start working on holiday seasonal decor and sentimental items, and we're just gonna take it from there, and we're gonna keep going. So anyway, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you enjoyed this series. I really hope you enjoyed this series. I hope that you continue this journey with me, and I just really hope you enjoyed today's video and you like the channel. So that is it. I could talk to you forever. I don't want to let you go. I just want to keep talking to you. I don't want to let you go, but I gotta let you go. I got a hot date with my husband, and I gotta go throw on my table runner. Okay. Okay. We'll talk to you on the next one. Bye, everyone.